Right. Hello. Let's make sure that's turned down a bit. Right. Watermelon. Awesome. Okay, let me just drag all the stuff I'm going to be recording onto one screen. So just bear with me. Real last minute setup, isn't this? With you there, with you there. Yeah, as we know. Organise my desk so that my cat decides to jump up. He isn't a nuisance. Oh. Right, so it's this one that's being recorded. So we will set everything up on that. Boink. Wait, I can show this though. There we go. Alright. Okay. Recent. Got you up. Move this tin. This empty tin. Oh. Alright. We got. Okay. Notifications are up on the stuff. Alright. Okay. I believe, yep, everything's ready. And we just put up some extra stuff on the bottom window that we're going to be using. Right. Cool. Now, to get to work, we'll start with... Oh. I got pinged. Alright. Let's hide the background now. Right. So let's see, from last time we got all this working. All the model working. Before I disappeared for a prolonged period of time for real life reasons. So let's bounce back. Starting obviously with just the base body. So let me think what bits I want. Right. Let me also get up. Paint on that. Let's make you 256 by 256 just to get a feel of areas we're gonna be doing. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so what will I need for the whole body, including the head? So we're gonna need that should be fine for the head. Let me actually just get from the old model, the faces from the old model, because I do have them. I think they'll be my blend files for, which would be stuff on desktop. Excuse me. Tweet. That will be 2.9 character modeling. Textures. Yes. Get you. You want a new layer. Let me just quickly draft up the texture for this area. Really simple, just doing it with the pen tool in PDN just to get a feel of regions. I need to get color references from this as well. Damn, I really made the texture elements on this kind of wonky. And that's not just the like every single individual ball joint having its own UV region, but like stuff like the back detail being so tiny, and then like the legs being massive, and you just have the fingers being these random areas here. Alright. I actually just do this by hand with the circle tool. Make sure this is the same size each side. Yep. Download Marvel Rivals. Let the CCP into PC. No, May. No, I will not. Nuh-uh. Wiggles my finger. You don't see it, but I'm wiggling my finger. Excuse me. This is just be a block out anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll probably replace this with like an individual 64 by 64 sprite sheet. Dude, to go to bed. No, it's only 10 o'clock. And I need to stream. I've only just started. We've got that. We need. Definitely will need a. 2 16 by 16 regions for the ball joint, one of them having the joint on it. Let me get you. Actually, I'm going to need 3. So I need 1 like this. I need 1 with absolutely nothing on. And then I'm going to need an island with a bit of it. So we'll split this down the middle. Actually, I'll make the face its own texture. So put that, yeah, put you there. Probably actually turn that to some other. Oh, I need to change the text at the top to comms. There we go. Actually, let's get the ref sheet up. Someone's got obviously the best colors to use. Get both of these up, so I need the other one later. And we'll get this up as well, just for the shading. Alright. Could actually be a decent way of doing this, I won't lie. Just taking bits from the ref sheet and directly transferring them over for at least like the body detail. So like if I grab this, I don't need. I know I don't need too much for this area, so I'll go. Make it 24 by 48. and then have an extra piece for the sort of like the panel bit. I'll also make a larger version of this. That I can put on larger joints. There we go. We only have the 2 textures. Don't need any more for that. Let me position this in a better position. There we go. Just so I'm not looking down and getting like gorilla neck. I'm sort of looking too far forward. Presume that means sorry I'm late. That is fine. I will totally... actually, no, it's not fine. You got detention now. Punctuality is key. Alright, next up I'm gonna need you. So you're gonna be just big line. 64 by 16 exactly, let's go. Let's shrink you on each side a little bit. Oh, I've got a cat on my legs. Hello. You gonna let me stream, or you want 5 billion pets? Yeah. Oh, he's liking that. Okay. Alright. Back to this. Let me actually outline this better. Let's put this... Oh, he's nibbling. Alright, there we go. Put you down there, because I need you there. And then there's the torso. Okay, torso is just plain. So get that plain texture again. Let's actually see how it's done on this. Okay. Okay, it's not that many pieces, actually. Thought it'd be more, but... Okay. I mean, we're going to be using this anyway. Let me extend this. Ow! I have been nibbled. Should I do it again? No. Make this 32 by 32. It's probably better. Yeah. It's more versatile. And then we need... This will be a larger, because I do plan on using this for clothing, at least. Okay, let me center this as well. Oh yes, it is a block out. Do want to get everything positioned properly. Hands. I need hands as well. So let me what's up with my? Oh, it's just stop early, despite me having it on shuffle. That is not it. That is not my playlist. I love YouTube playlists. Oh dear, there's a cat on top of my... Right, there we go. I have to deal with a cat on top of my computer. Give me 1 sec. You gotta hear SpongeBob music. Get down. That's right. Good boy. Should have put 12th Street Rag in this. Oh well. Sure hope this doesn't get copyright slammed by Nickelodeon. I'm only using this out of love, not out of wanting to make money. Was even this before I drew? Or did I accidentally draw it? Lost my train of thought because my cat jumped somewhere he shouldn't be. That's right. Oh, I love him though. Oh, I know what I need. You need an inner area. Ow! So we get the sort of like inside socket. Obviously that will probably be redrawn. Be circular. We'll see what we can get done with that. Ow, ow, ow. Right. Save you as body. Boom. Right. Why does it doesn't need to pop shares? I'm just reviewing it in Fong anyway. Watermelon again. Off topic, have you read Homestuck? Get out! No, I haven't. I am a true TF2 Engineer fan, and as such, I will never be reading Homestuck, ever. The only good anything Homestuck related has brought to this world is Undertale, and even then, that wasn't much. Because it's Undertale, and that's it really. Right, let's get you. Pop you in here. Where? Right. Oh my gosh. Explodes PC butter explode because of the shading tab. Nope. It's just Blender does that. It's like takes a second because it needs to compile shaders or whatever. Right. Now I may have forgotten I need a couple more things. Get another region up for the front of the torso. All the way over there. Just gonna select this area just to slap it on. This is a region. Just so I know what I'm doing. This area. This is like the worst one we've done, just grabbing the area of the chest and just slapping it on a texture. It's just might as well fill these areas in just to So yeah, we're not. These are sort of like going to be areas that don't exist. That should be fine for now. Let me save you. Reload you. Right. Right, so you're considered the top. Okay. Why do I have proportional edit on this? There we go. Are you all technically considered the same face? What is your alignment? Oh, right. Unwrap angle based. Wait, are you in mirror mode still? Yes, you are. You know what? That's fine. Because just means we're just gonna. That actually means we can save space because we're only using part of the texture rather than the whole texture. This is awesome, actually. Let me also get back to the shading tab. This will be Quake Fortress 2015. Well, this will be put in the SWAS engine, as people call it. Right, let's get drones on you as well, because drones gonna be using the same, at least the same texture. Right. Gonna press U on you, unwrap angle base. Actually, are you just a square? Nope, nope. Right. Let me get you up. And right, that's just this. We'll just do unwrap conformal. Did I do a sort of like a armless side thing? Yes, I did. Grab you as well. Put you down here as well. This is actually quite fun, I won't lie. Sort of like, oh yeah, put all this model together and now I'm texturing with the same reference sheet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you're gonna be shaded anyway. I'll probably just get the like this bit. Do this bit from this as well. Just do this for like pretty much the rest of the torso, because it's all gonna be just these regions. Right, for this we'll split it in half because don't need both halves, and then we'll get the back half. Joink. Oh, need to increase your size a little bit, just so you're about the same size. Yep. We'll grab this and this. Yep. Okay. Right, you're the front. So we'll just unwrap angle based. Check that out. Obviously this will be tweaked. I'll probably manually paint onto this texture map. Just trying to get the shape right. Okay, there's the front bit. Oh boy. Forgot I put an Echovox theme in this playlist. Personally prefer the later one, the modern one, but whatevs. Alright, unwrap angle based, except no. We want actually, you know what, we're gonna unwrap. Okay, I can't can I do wait. Smart UV project? No. I want scale to bounds. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. Boom. And boom. The reason why I'm texturing the body is so that later down the line, for clothing that only really would be a texture, for example the swimwear or like, things like that, I can just make it a different texture rather than having to model on top. I should probably cut you in half. I don't need both halves of this. There we go. What else? Leg, yeah. Speaking of leg, there is currently no leg. In terms of leg, we have no leg. Let me just grab this. Okay, no, I already did grab the leg, so we'll just let's do the ball joints first. We want material. Actually, I can select face by face. I want you to be look, the big one. Why are you smooth like that? Let me do. Can I snap to pixels? Round to pixels. Yes, I can. Let me change the. This is a bit brighter so I can actually see what's going on. Why are you slightly distorted? Oh, I know why. It's because this is right. Let's get you and you. Have you both be that same piece. I just want you. This message is held for review. Poop. Let's show that. Don't know why that was hidden. It's just you saying poop. I think I have sweat source filters so that also slurs are filtered, and it just is a casual filter, just to be safe. Right. Next, we want to get this back. Oh, I know for this, but I'm gonna need the whole back. I have you in the background while I play Tez 3MW. Oh, the Elder Scrolls 3. That's I don't know what one that is. I forget the name. I haven't played it, but it's the one before thingy. Small UV, yeah. Just scales it out. We want to make you kind of squarish. Put you in position. Flip you upside down. Alright. Alt+E is a very useful key shortcut when unwrapping stuff, because it just turns it all into squares. So there we go, it's nice and uniform. Alright, now onto the rest of the arms, which we'll be using this. We'll just, well no, smart project, because it's just going to be, just because we're going to... Let me check. So the upper arms don't have anything, I don't think. No. Do they have anything on here? No, your other legs. Okay, upper arms didn't have anything. But we will, just for good measure, put you on this piece. Actually, we'll make another square just for bits that aren't gonna have any particular details painted on. But we'll still put a little line on each end just to make it. Alright. Probably move this to a little bit more of a uniform position. And then I can also do the same with, because this is going to be that's going to be a leg anyway. Before Oblivion, you had rarely heard of a single actor. All the characters only had 10 actors. A lot of text, titans of pure text. Oh, I remember that name, Morrowind. That's what the MW stands for. Took me a second, but now I know. Yeah, I'm aware Morrowind is very old. It's cool that you're using me as background noise. That's like one of the highest sort of merits you can bestow upon a streamer. Being background noise while you play a video game, I think, or just like with videos in general. If you are background noise, someone's background noise, that's awesome. It means they like listening to your voice and their music, or at least the music you put in the stream. Right, now I need to move these over. Alright, so we'll get you two, and then just not make the copy UV. Oh, my tooth hurts. Alright, I wanted both of these on the same position, so I can then slap them into the same bit of the arm. There we go. There we go. Upper arm done. Now onto the lower arm. Oof, this is some pretty nasty UVs. Not to worry. Do a little, actually, light map pack. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm probably gonna set you to yes, why are you still like that? You do unusable. There we go. Now where on the arm is it? Okay, so it's not. So on the outer arm there's the panel. So this will be clean. This one will be panel. There we go. Right, I'm gonna need to shrink the this panel if I want it to actually fit on the thing, on the arm. Hopefully by 1 pixel should be fine. Yep. Let me wrap conformal again. Considering Mario Kart music's playing, what do you guys think of the new Mario Kart? I think it's cool. Not necessarily $80 cool though. See, the thing is, I'd probably be fine paying $80 if it was $80 over here. Because newsflash, it ain't. It's like $100 over here when you convert to pounds. It's grim. I'll probably at least wait for, like, I don't know, the console itself to go on a bit of a discount before I purchase. But, like, I won't be pre-ordering. Let me actually extend this and make it thinner as well, because I've done that to the main panel. There we go. I might as well do it to all this as well. If you think about it, Hideki Naganuma's a fraud. Because all his music's just samples. I jest, of course. Because sampling is fine. Because if I had an issue with sampling, I'd have an issue with MC Hammer. Oh well. Let's just say I don't have an issue with MC Hammer. So Ninja, here in TF2, more than half of us are third world citizens. True. You'll won't even buy a single key unless it's to be able to talk, so you know what, I get it. I truly do. You play TF2 on your doo-doo laptops and play it with like every setting turned down to the minimum, and power to you for that. There we go. I mean, I'm aware of people that literally just pirate CSS so they can play Gary's mod content. Like Gmod maps that require it. So yeah, I do understand the economic struggles of the source engine enthusiast. I wouldn't even say necessarily that you guys are the average source fan is a third world citizen, because a lot of them are also just teenagers who can't really just ask their say, "Hey mum, can I buy this this item for this video game without them going like giving you a lecture on why that's stupid. And I mean, it is stupid. This is why you get a job or some other form of income, so that you can do these stupid things like have $1,000 inventories. Except if you're a trader main. Downvote trader mains. Trader mains are a trader pain in the butt. I didn't mean to paste the UV map. I wanted to yeah, we'll UV. No, we don't want UV project. We'll just we'll project from view. Ah, I see what the issue is. It's trying to also unwrap the back of the torso. Now, if we do that, there you go. And we got to rotate it around because it's the wrong way around. Right, and the back waist. Boom. There we go. Next up, this bit, what I call just like the midriff. I did give it just a thin line, but I'll make that a little bit bigger because that way I can integrate a gradient on it. We'll make it 24. Make the other sides actually we'll do it down here. I really need a few pixels of it. Okay, I want you to do the right way up. Let me do this. Okay, I might need to extend this gradient bit. And then we're gonna effects up to color, quantize, and just down. Okay, that'll be fine for now. This will be. Oh, I do like the kind of vibe it gives across. Kind of, not really. We'll just go with the gradient for now anyway, because we're gonna be painting it anyway. The actual texture. What is up with you? There you go. Wait, what angle are the joints? Oh, they're straight down. So we'll have to shrink this a little bit. We'll do UV, disable. Wait, I could probably just do on-ramp angle based. Yeah. Get this larger. What am I even doing with the little one? This is a larger joint. There we go. And rotate it a bit more. There we go. Bit of an odd angle, but it will do? Question mark. I will probably actually no. We'll just keep it straight like that. And then just rotate. There we go. Exchange rate of the euro and the dollar in Latin America, Africa, Oceania, except Middle East. Yeah, pretty much everywhere that isn't an economically sort of like an economic powerhouse, you kind of are screwed because companies don't like to, especially big companies, they don't like to be kind with their prices in terms of understanding the purchase power parity of your currency. So they make it unkind. Because it's not just an exchange rate thing, it's a PPP thing, I think. Okay, I took economics in high school, or sixth form. So I kind of know this stuff. Right, there we go. Onto the thigh, which is okay. So the panel's a bit bigger here. Sort of that size, and like that size is perfect. So I need to extend make another version of this specifically for the thighs, or for the legs in general. That's just longer. Oh, these are all the wrong way around as well. No wonder it feels a bit wide. Because it literally is the wrong way around. I wonder if there's any way I could get better views so I can get, you know, more of a conversation going. I wonder if part of it is because I stream on YouTube just because I hate Twitch's UI in terms of specifically. It's not really I hate Twitch's UI. It's more I hate that Twitch has forced ad breaks. So you're kind of forced to like watch like a 30-second ad that you can't even skip. It's a bit, in my eyes, unfair, a bit anti-consumer. No, we'll deal with the very slight seams. Boom. Let me just stretch this all the way to the tops, the edges. There we go. Stretch this as well. Well, looks like Unreal 1 / Serious Sam pre-good old games. Huh. Neat. I'm just going for sort of a low poly vibe. I want to go something either like early Wii or like late Nintendo DS. Maybe even like early 3DS. Alright, I want copy, default. Paste. Default. Of course, it doesn't go to plan. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, yep. Roll around as well. Of course, you're not the right way around. I am so glad that when Mario Circuit got added to the booster pass, they kept all the synths and like the record scratches. Because that's, to me, what the Mario Kart DS soundtrack sounded like. Lots of synths. Well, I do wish the synth was a little softer sounding. I think it was the same synth used in Stream Ridge though, so can't complain. Ooh, what is going on there? Oh, it's got like a tiny... Okay, right. Next up, we're gonna do... Oh, I need to do the legs. Let's do a smart project. Actually, now we're gonna do them bit by bit anyway, so it don't matter. Remember a Wii homebrew guy ported half of the 2003 leak. It's in 2012-ish. That sounds cool. I remember, like, sort of watching, like, modded Mario Galaxy gameplay where the person went, like, out of bounds and stuff and did nonsense things. like just like sort of like flying to planets they shouldn't, spawning in things that were unused. I think it was one of my first experiences with exposures to game mods was Mario Galaxy, like sort of like stuff like Mario Galaxy, Action Replay, Mario Kart. I actually once got an Action Replay for Christmas, but I bricked it somehow. I think it was because of the way that the Action Replay itself is held together. It's not very. It's quite flimsy. Like the connection between the AR, the Action Replay and the DS game you put in it. It was quite flimsy. It was like quite easy to just accidentally pull it out, and you could also accidentally pull out the Action Replay without needing to like press on the like if I get my DS game, I've got New Super Mario Bros. You can hear it like it's spring locked. Haha, spring locked FNAF. It's like it's locked in with a spring. The AR just let you pull it out because it was, I think it was just like to do with the way it was manufactured or whatever, and it was, I think that caused it to eject when it was trying to load Mario, I think it was Mario 64 DS, and thus it wiped the entire Action Replay of everything. Firmware, all the additional like codes it had stored on it. Yeah, like particularly the firmware, so it wasn't even usable as an Action Replay anymore. It was just bricked. I tried restoring it. I found that like the cable for it, stuck it in, and it just wouldn't work. So it was kind of just done for after that. Should maybe order a new one. Because I remember like just watching a bunch of old like videos, but I think it was Super Stario and David Devjan were the two ones that did a bunch of Action Replay stuff with the with Mario Kart DS specifically. What else is there? I remember also having, probably got the notebook still around somewhere, just at the back of one notebook I had, that I hadn't even drawn in really, because it had lines on it, but at the back I had got a table of pretty much every entity ID from Mario 64 DS, because I was spawning them in with a code that let you spawn something at the courtyard. Like, I think it like replaced like a sign or something. It used like the sign. No, it was technically the Lakitu brothers, where they wake you up. So it was, I think it was one of the Lakitu brothers that wakes Yoshi up, and he was like, so you could spawn. So if you spawned in a toad, he would say Yoshi, Yoshi, just like as if he was waking you up. Let's see. On his old page, he said he first tried to port to PS2, but it was impossible unless he created an engine from scratch and then imported support for this 2004 source files. Good lord. Yeah, that sounds like a bit of an ordeal. Alright, what do I need to do left? What's left of this bit? Okay, it's just the feet. Let me actually... get all you, because I'm gonna move this up in a corner. Yeah, I'll put you there. And I'll make another one for specifically the torso, because as I said, for like clothing, I'm gonna be using that same region. So it's like to do the sort of like the inner region of it without retexturing like the socket of the arms. There we go. Alright, that should be fine. He wanted something against the PS2 SD. Oh, yeah. Imagine PS2 SDK. Hard to get. I remember, I think it was an Xbox dev kit someone had got, and they posted on Reddit that they like gutted it and turned it into their new PC, and also wiped the hard drive because it wasn't in a format you could recognize. So there is a bunch of lost PS2, no, not PS2, Xbox 360, or maybe just the original Xbox. Reddit Xbox dev kit. Okay, it was the original Xbox. It's deleted by user now. Right, web.archive. Let's see. Let's go back to, okay, there's a link from 2022. Was it deleted then? Alright, refurbished an old Xbox development kit and made it my own personal rig. It's just everyone making fun of OP. They could not bear the horror before their eye. Oh, that's my what's this? What's CFF mean? Critical flicker fusion frequency. Oh, it's like lol. Oh, okay. XD. Oh, it's like a typo. Yeah, it's like one letter over. I see. Interesting. Yeah, the key's next to X and D on a QWERTY keyboard. I can't believe I'm just reading some of the stuff on this thread. Someone's saying, let's see, we got people saying, oh, I would have spent loads of money on this. This is a classic thread. Obviously, it was just a kid, or like a supposedly satire, but obviously Poe's law. It could be satire or it could be real. Let's see. This is like someone finding a pristine old 1967 Mustang and then replacing the motor with some disgusting Eco4 sale. I don't know what that means. Let's find out. Oh, cylinder. It's like a cheap engine. 90s beige plastic interior. Everyone's saying Oppa's a moron. I think part of the issue was OP was being mean about it. Okay. So it seems also he did send the HDD over to the guy. So it wasn't a massive flop. Did you gut your brain out before gutting out this machine? Okay, back to work. How long have we been streaming for? About an hour and a half. We'll keep going until at least we got the rest of the body textured. Right, next up, feet. That's gonna be easy because it's gonna be. I could just straight up just get this. Boom. Shrink you down to a slightly more. Let me try and get this selection a little bit neater, so it's closer to the bounds. Have you ever eaten mondongo? No. What is that? Soup that came from Colombia, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic. I'm gonna be real. I am what one may consider a very picky eater, but in reality, it's just I'm autistic and I can't stand most food. It's all like texture and stuff. That does not sound like I've written it up. It does not sound like my kind of meal. I'm sorry. I'm sure to the average person, this is like beautiful, chef's kiss, delicious, but it just doesn't seem like my thing. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I would have heard of it anyway, considering I'm from a place in the world called Europe. We don't really have much, especially in the UK, we don't really have much sort of like lesser known meals that aren't like our own cuisine. Ooh, 64 by 32. I could turn this into a Minecraft skin. It's just this, so you have like. So what would be the face of this? Oh, it would just be solid skin color for the face. Alright, we'll save you. I want project from view. Right, let me get just a sliver of this to make the top and bottom. Make it 64 by 16. Even then, doesn't need to be all that because it's just going to be just to make sure I've got enough space. Dude, your microphone sounded a little strange. I'm aware my microphone sometimes sounds a little strange. There are one or two things causing it. So if you heard like a v, that's because my phone went off at about 11:30. Because that's my time to remind me to take my meds. Which is why I checked. What time is it? If it's just my mic sounding weird in general, that could be just because I have a pretty old hand-me-down blue snowball. This thing, which is mucho old, as you might say. There we go. Actually, let's drag you up here. And then we can have our foot socket here. If my mic's still sounding strange, do let me know. Oh, it's normal now, okay. Cool. There we go. Now let's just get another version of this, but for the foot, or the sole. Give it a slight gap just to differentiate it. I need to extend these by a little bit. There we go. And then extend that by a little bit. That should do for that. Actually, I should probably make this a bit larger, sort of width-wise, so that I can properly get the sort of like let's do it in red just to because this is a block out anyway. Okay, feels like way too much. Takes space for that compared to the actual soul, but whatevs. I did not notice this song I think sampled straight up the Break the Targets theme from Smash Brothers, from Melee. That's pretty cool. Right. Now onto the head. Oh, so you do the top of the torso, which is literally just this. You heard before 3 Master would be cancelled for the 3rd time. I don't know, never played Fallout 3 to begin with, so never got any of the endings of New Vegas, but I was very close to at least getting either houses or yes mans. I think the only thing I needed really was to do the Battle of Hoover Dam. Now to get the neck, which will be pretty simple. It would just be another bit like this, though with a darker central line to sort of show it's more of like a actual separation line. How's it done on here? Is it literally just okay? It really is just a line, so we'll just grab it. Let's shrink you down because you do not need to be that big. Make you 32 by 16, just like next to the neck. Okay. Right, we need to extend you a bit. We need to incorporate the rest of the neck. We need specifically this bit, so we'll just chop off the top of the neck, or like where the chin is. Extend you, shrink you again. Make you 24 by 24. You have to go, that's fine. Have a good rest of your day or night. I don't know where you're watching from, or wherever you are. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming along and chatting a fair bit. How will just do a... Well, for the face I'll need to do this. Take you, put you there. object from view. Take all these extra bits, since they are technically part of the face. From view. Hey, hello. Oh, it's you. Hello. Hello, Ray. I was like, who's this? And I saw his, and I checked your channel, it was you. Hello. Hello, this is Stampy. How are you on this fine evening? The stream, ton of server drama happened and Borealis got banned. I mean, I gave him a timeout, but I didn't know he got banned. I can imagine why. I mean, Funny model, so thank you. I modeled this back in, did the model back in March on stream, but I stopped streaming not long after because of real life things that got in the way. Serious real life things, but it's fine now. But damn. Let me see how she looks with that hair right now. Oh, that's the other hair. I need to go into meta rig. Right, I need it. Okay, that shows the amount of space I need above. Just cute. Thank you. Alright, that at least shows the amount of space I need for the head above. So I'm definitely going to put this in a different texture sheet. We'll call this. We'll make it 128 by 128. And then put you in the same sheet. Actually, no, we'll keep you in the body. Right, so you're gonna make this a new. We'll call this. Wait, no, I need it. So I need it. So I need the head. This is separate to this. You are. We're making you a new slot. Making head. Set the model texture to be as a new head. Ooh, jump scare of nothing. But that's fine. Right, let me stare. Okay, you shrink you a little bit more down. Make sure the hair again. You. So much forehead that you could play noughts and crosses on that thing. Okay, let me that should be fine. Alright, there we go. And then for the size of the head, I can just use the angle base. Actually, we'll just do this. And then just I need to just select pretty much all of the head, have it be essentially like a circle wrapped around the center of the head. Nah, we're just gonna really brute force this, I think. Probably the best bet. Actually, no, I just need to adjust the bottom pixels. There we go. That should be centered, I think. Yeah, it looks centered. This bit ain't gonna be visible ever, so I'm just gonna make this like, no, I didn't mean to copy the whole thing. Just wanted that, right? there. Now for the hair, it's just going to be mostly... It's going to be... We need to split this into a few pieces. So, image texture... cancel head. And with the head, it'd be sort of like this main shape here. Take this for the sample, this for the like the pigtails, and also sample this for the back of the hair, back of the head's hair, and then I just need the pale blue. Alright, there we go. Regions sample. Oh, don't know why that took a second to save. For literally just a PNG. Let me shrink you a little bit. So I need sort of more space for this. Alright. Probably shrink you down a bit. There we go. And then it lines up pretty well. Obviously it needs a little bit of tweaking, but obviously we can just manually just put that on top of on the texture. Bring you up a little bit. Smush you, bring you up a little bit. Actually, you know what, I'll just draw this back because it's getting too blurry now. Or I'll select it again. Yep. On a new layer, canvas size. Set you to nearest neighbor. Shrink you down a bunch. Color, quantize. Colors set to 2, so it's literally just... Oh. Right. Color, quantize. Wanna turn up. Right, there we go, and then we've got that sort of like the flick. Let's flatten you. Let's try now. think the issue is just this flick is too pronounced compared to my art. Actually, I think it's more so just... Yeah, I think it's a matter of... Let me drag you down. Project from view. Hello, Zoopy. Who's Fred? Berbino, Mr. Fazbear in the vicinity. Fred Figgle Sauce Engine. Fred Figgle Sauce. Right. Put the mirror modifier on you. Generate mirror, because we're going to be mirroring the UVs of this. Okay, there's a bit. If / when they bring Steve back for the next Smash Bros, yeah. I hope they do bring him back. I think his costumes now they have the new default skins. I think they will probably still be the existing alts. If anything, maybe Steve and Alex will be like the alternate Steve and Alex skins, so like Scottish Steve and Swedish Alex, and then whatever the other two Alex and Steve were. I think they were like the athletic ones. I'll have to actually quickly check. Steve alts. Okay, yeah, the tennis ones. I think they might be, so I think Tennis Steve and Scottish Steve and Tennis Alex and Swedish Alex will be changed, but I think Zombie and Enderman will stay the same. Yeah, I think the ones I would want are... So, for Alex replacements, I would want Ari and Effie. And then for Steve's alts, I would want Zuri and Kai. No, Zuri and Sunny. Hope they update Steve's texture to keep the odd... But if they update Steve's texture, they keep the odd zombie texture. Wait, does Zombie use the programmer art style? Or does it use something else? Let me check. Currently looking on the trying to look for like something to do with zombies. If I can see it. Currently looking for something. Okay, we've got Steve. I might be able to see. The zombie is based on Steve. But I was looking at the Minecraft wiki, and villager number 15 is referred to as an official Mojang like Minecraft event character. And Dr. Treoris also appears on the wiki. I think that's really funny. You have let's see. So you have villager number 15, villager number 5, and villager number 9. So obviously 5 and 9 are the two villager news guys. You have... Okay. So we use the programmer, but you can see zombies with the new texture. in the microstage. It's probably someone with a zombie skin on the actual. I think that's what they was. That's what Sakurai said when he made it. When he was announcing, he said that, or like in an interview, he said that the zombie was meant to, an Enderman were meant to represent players playing as them, which is why they're the same height, although technically the Enderman would be more fitting as a retextured skeleton. So technically, the player has either got a player model mod, or that is just a skeleton that has been retextured, probably like a stray, because I don't think there is any strays. Let me see. There is no stray in Smash Brothers, I think. I'll have to hold down ZL and hold Steve Alex, and you get the Smash Alt that uses the programmer art for the blocks. Problem solved. I honestly don't get why they updated Steve and Alex's skins, because they were like, I do like them on Alex. I do like how her face is a little softer, like with the shading. The Steve is just iconic. Like the pattern on his clothes is just, it's different. The fact that he's got like visible sleeves is odd, because Alex was meant to showcase the new skin format with like the hat layers and the alternate left and right limbs, but so it makes sense for her to have the hat layer on her sleeves, sort of like the cuffs. But for Steve, it doesn't make sense, because Steve's sort of meant to be the OG. Like, they gave Steve back his beard. Steve. There's like also in no promotional media, even like modern promotional media, he doesn't have the cuffs on his hat. Chicken jockey. Are you all in VC again? You setting up like, what if they added Hero Bride as a secret boss? If you beat him, you get to kiss Jeb. Do you mean like tiny yens sort of looking? So you know tiny yens will show up in my house and he'll go like, I mean in my game, and you get to like kiss tiny yens? Or do you mean in game a 3D like a 3D scan of Jens's like body? Or do you mean Jens will knock on my door, go, hello, it's me, Jens, I'm going to kiss you, and then he gives me a, okay, and then he gives me a little, mwah. Okay, that would be pretty funny. Because then I can say I have kissed a movie star. Because he did appear in a movie. Are you finished? No, I think he's Swedish. Yeah, no. If you don't say no, I think he's Swedish. Huh. Huh. No, he didn't. He did. He did. He was the waiter. He said, "Are you finished?" He appeared for a second while serving. Yeah. Oh no, he did. I don't think he said, "Are you finished?" No, that was a different woman. There's someone else. Right. Let me unwrap angle based. I can't edit my comment to fix my mistake. Yeah. We're gonna have Notch in the movie, but he showed up. No, no, that's incorrect. He actually was showing up with a funny haircut and a weird moustache, which is odd because I thought he was bald. He was somehow showing up with this stuff. It's like, dude, you're bald. How? Alright, let's get you. And then let's also extend with the lasso. Watch kept saying they replace villagers with illagers. Kept saying he wanted to replace to put a lingering potion of poison around the put in a villager house. Or someone. He also thought that the he probably thought that Dawn, the woman played by Daniel Brooks, was woke and like a DEI self-insert, despite her being an award-winning actress. Speaking of Danielle Brooks, so she was an award-winning actress with like musical theater, and they got her, and they didn't even get her to sing anything. Actual wasted potential. Jack Black and Notch didn't get along on set of the degree. The piglets have a right to protect themselves. Huh? Is this some Jack Black lore I'm missing? Right, around Pixel's corner. Try to eat food and it would somehow lead to a mishap. No. Hell yeah, 12th... Wait, is this... No, this isn't 12th Street Rag. This is Hello Blues. 12th Street Rag is... I should probably add 12th Street Rag to my playlist. Was expecting more than just a no XD... No. It's too bad. I don't have much in any of the SpongeBob music on Spotify. YouTube is your friend, Mrs. Zoopy. Miss Zoopy. Guess you'll never try lava chicken. La 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 lava chicken. Ooh, mama's eating, now you're ringing a bell. Right, so this is all the inner side, so we're just gonna make you all don't really care for your He sang it, fellas. Dude, Lava Chicken is literally a vocal stim of mine right now. Like, you wouldn't believe. I constantly just go, ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing a bell. Understand what's going on here? Don't understand what's going on here. Don't understand what's going on here. Let's do this. Get him, I drove my friend mad when I was stuck on my name is Edwin. I made the music. Some soldier, yeah. You know, I'm gonna turn your I'm gonna make your brain even goopier. I wanna play with jelly. Jelly on my phone. I gotta merge it. Gotta make it bigger. Merge the jelly. Goofier. Yeah. Set the server record cover of this, the jelly song. No. No, I don't think we will. I don't want to. Frankly, so. Drag like screw you, you flippin' jerk. You did it wrong. You see, you still included a no-no word. Let me actually swap these two bits around so that I can turn this bottom bit into a trim sheet. Now, you'll probably don't know what a trim sheet is because y'all don't do texture stuff. But a trim sheet is essentially a constantly tiling texture that is used for when you don't want to manually texture every single bit. So you just use a trim sheet that just tiles, and then you don't need to worry because you're just about properly unwrapping stuff. And like, if you don't care about baking stuff like AOs, which I don't for this, frankly, you can just have a trim sheet. I will need to make this an actually tiling texture because at the moment this is not. Let me make it a bit bigger. Just like for the back of the head and stuff, I don't really care so much about. Most in-depth texturing you've done recently is a Minecraft skin. You've done something. We don't really do trim sheets with Minecraft skins. It's more so for like, unless you're like making something that's like a camo, like a block, like using a block. Then you but a trim sheet is specifically for putting onto a model that you don't have the UVs for. Try and. Right. Right, let's get each individual bit. Have you there, and you next to it, and you next to it. Wait, you know what I'll do? We get you. We get the corners in place, and then we get this long bit here. Go. Mark some seams. Not something I usually do. Just to make sure that right, and then we do unwrap angle based. Alt E, shrink down, and then when this is tiled, be a nice neat bit of hair. You can sort of see it take shape kind of already. Bingo, bango, bongo. The only real bit I need to keep the detail is this front bit. Everything else can sort of just right. Unwrap angle based. Okay. We won't use this bit. So we'll select all this, but then we'll deselect this top bit. We'll need you. And do unwrap angle based. More like unwrap angle cringe. There we go. trim sheet has served its purpose again. We get this bit. Unwrap angle based. We shrink you down and just slap you on. And there we go. The hell, your animal. Aggie's face looks like toast texture from Mario 64. I will be turning this into a separate, like a separate texture, kind of like sprite based. Well, not necessarily sprite based, but like just a completely separate texture that can be like changed to a few different textures for specifically, so like the eyes and the mouth will be separate. But it's just, this is all just to get the positioning right. Although I will say we are done for tonight. Oh, let me actually... I did give this a new regions that's a little smaller, so I can use this as separate to the regular one. Okay. That means we are done for tonight. It's getting late. I need to take my medicine and then I'll probably just sit in VC for 5 billion people to join, and then no one will join because for some reason... Oh, excuse me. For some reason, like, normal evening on a Saturday normal evening time equals... let's hide you and you. Let's hide from you and you. Remove you and you. Replace you with head. Replace you with head. Replace you... Okay, you got head already. You with... Oh, no, you are base. So you go on here. Let me apply mirror. Don't care that it wasn't the first. Boom. And then, oh, let me we're gonna turn off the rounding. And take this off. Flip you over like that. And just scale you. There you go. Get the inside. Just unwrap you. Just do a Alt-E operation on you. Just shrink it down. There you go. Now we have textured the body. Awesome music to end the let me set this to almost in case some messages got removed for some reason, because sometimes people in live chat don't show up in top messages, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. So, right, this is it for tonight. I'm pretty happy with tonight's progress. Yeah. Good work done. We got at least the UV set up. And a sort of block out for the texture to paint over tomorrow. Hooray! Yeah, tune in tomorrow. We will be doing more. Hopefully. Yeah. Hope everyone who showed up enjoyed. Thank you for showing up if you did. You should show up more. I hopefully will stream more now. What the? I should not have pressed that. I was meant to save the Blender file. Let's close you. Let's close you. Don't save. Okay. Right. See you and she'll try to show. Yeah, you better. Or I don't know. I won't do something. I'll do something. You don't get to you don't get to know what I do. Poop. That's rude. Troll. Zoopy, I'm gonna have to ban you from everything. I'm gonna ban you from being a US citizen. You have to go to prison. To go to loser prison, where only losers go. And guess what? There's nobody in it yet, because you'll be the first loser to show up. Okay, right. That's it. That's the end of the stream. Thank you for watching.